you've been quoted before, with the Clash being an influence of yours, or rather a big part of your life at the beginning
Yeah,
of punk
yeah.
rock and stuff.
It's like I would say it was first of all it was my I had high school friends, who like were really into it, who would like my friend Kenny turned me on to hardcore. So it wasn't uh, just the Clash and bands like that. My first sort of like way into it was like seeing Devo on TV or seeing Talking Heads on TV, and then subsequently the Clash. Um, I heard the Ramones on the radio, but not the Ramones, like not those first albums. My way in was through End of the Century, like their 1979 album, and Blondie, "Eat to the Beat." So,
Rad.
and Devo, of course. But to me, it's almost like I mixed it all together. So to me, like Blondie was fully a punk band as much as the Dead Kennedys. And then yeah, we got into we being me and Kenny, Black Flag, and just a million, Misfits, and every one of those bands. Anyone who's in maximum rock and roll.
Nice call, Maximum Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
So then that brings me to another part. I was just talking to these guys before you came on, and I think a lot of the listeners at home probably know you best from your time on Saturday Night Live, or at least that was when we were all introduced to you, correct? Like at least for me. And it wasn't until later that I learned about your musicianship and your love for music, being a drummer, later picking up the guitar, singing, all the things that you do. We'll get into that a little further, but I want to start from the beginning there. Like you just said, well, some of the bands was, Talking Heads and Devo that you were picking up. When you were going down to the city to get these records and whatever that looked like, were you already a drummer, or was
Oh
it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. When did
Already
you
a
start the
drummer.
drum? When did you start the drums, and what was
Like
the
I don't
beginning
know,
for you?
elementary school, fifth or sixth grade or something. Fifth grade, somewhere in there. I
Like
took
12 years
lessons
old or
at
so.
home, and then like I took lessons at school too, and there was like the school band and stuff. So I learned on a pad and all that stuff, and then I'd like jam with my friends, just playing different instruments. And then in junior high school, or really high school, me and my friend Kenny, who I was telling you about, we had a hardcore band called KGB.
You you called yourself KGB?
Yeah.
That's
Was it
awesome.
just straight KGB, or do you guys have alternative what the KGB stood for?
No, it was just, I mean, it's such a like reflection of the times because like
Right.
KGB was in the newspaper all the time. So like as we emulated like, political bands and stuff like that, we're like, yeah, we're the KGB. So then it just stuck.
And when you say hardcore, you're East Coast hardcore. I imagine it's more East Coast hardcore punk, agnostic front, kind of stuff like
Well,
that, or what
I
kind of hardcore?
suppose
Because
like
it's kind of broad. It's kind of broad these days what hardcore means, right?
it's broad. I'd say because we were East Coast, it was East Coast-ish. But we were so young that we didn't have the nuance for it to sound like any genre. Like we were just so young that it was enough for us to go like the fact that it was fast, we were barely holding on. So that's we were just like we didn't have a grasp of, you know, being sort of like eloquent with our instruments. So
Yeah, just having fun, with a buddy, and
yeah,
playing the
yeah,
music that you love, and it's just coming out. I love those times, man. Like
yeah,
the garage days and stuff. No,
Did you
yeah.
did you guys play shows?
Oh yeah, we played at the Rock Hotel. We played at where did we play on one? Oh, this place called February's. A couple places here and there, but I guess not many. But for a high schooler, it was a lot. I was like, whoa, we're actually playing a show. The fact that there's a PA system was like blew my mind.
Yeah.
Whoa, a microphone.